Hi everyone, in this video we're going to go over how to get to your project, a quick overview of the folders within the project, how to access slides, and then the slides that are titled Identify the Problem. So first things first, how to get to your project. First thing you're going to do is click on the folder Online Work for Home Study as of March 2020. After you've clicked here, you're going to go ahead and scroll down all the way to the bottom and you're going to see a folder that says Engineering Design Mask. You're going to click on that. And then here is your project. So as you can see right here at the very top, you have Engineering Design Masks, Google Slides. This is what you're going to be working on for the majority of the project. Here you have the Identify the Problem folder, the Explore folder, the Design folder, and the rubric for if you want to know how many points you can gain in this project. So let's go ahead and click on the Engineering Design Mask Google Slides assignment. To access the Google Slides, all you have to do is click here, a copy will be made for you. And here are your Google Slides. Now, one thing I would like to mention is that I created this template. You're not obligated to use this template, but this template does have all of the requirements listed for you in each slide. So let's go ahead and get started. Here you have your title, your table of contents, and finally going to the Identify the Problem. So before we get started on that, let's go to the table of contents. You have all of your sections right here: Identify the Problem, Explore, Design, Prototype, Test, and Make it better. So if you remember your lessons from early on in the year, you'll realize that this is pretty much the engineering design process. So let's go ahead and focus on the Identify the Problem slides. So identify the problem. So for state the problem, what you're going to do is you're going to go back to Schoology, and then you're going to go back to your engineering design masks design. So you're going to click up here. And there you go, you have the whole list of things. So we're on the Identify the Problem slide. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to click on the Identify the Problem folder. And what was our slide? Let's go back just so that we can remember. State the problem. So what is the problem that we're faced with? And if we look, there's actually a link that says State the Problem. And if you don't remember our discussion from class, because this is what we're going to go over in class, if you read the title, Why We're Running Out of Masks. So just from reading the title, what seems to be the problem that we're having? We don't have enough of something. Due to the pandemic, there's a shortage of a lot of supplies, and one of those supplies is something. I'll let you guys figure it out as to what the problem is, what we're short on, so that you could go back and state it right here. And maybe even add a picture of a mask or something here. If you go to the rubric, which I will go over with you in class, you'll be able to see that you'll be able to get extra credit points for adding pictures. Okay, moving on to the next slide, Identify the Problem background. So here you're going to be adding information about the coronavirus, at least 3 facts. Doesn't mean that you just have to add 3, you could add more if you like. And this is pretty much information that is meant to support why we really do need masks, what purpose they do serve. And where do we get this information, the coronavirus facts? So at least 3, and if you go back to Schoology and you scroll back up and you click on engineering design, or actually you could click on Identify the Problem. There are coronavirus facts, wash your hands, coronavirus facts from PBS, and there's a whole repertoire of facts that we have here available. And they're all labeled coronavirus facts. And remember, let's make it relevant as to why we need the masks. Going on to our next slide. Well, before I move on, one of the facts I would like for you to mention the composition and size of the virus. And the next fact, how the virus actually spreads from person to person. And then the third fact about the virus's origin. And all this information you could find by scouring through the links that I have provided for you here on Schoology. Going on to the next slide, Identify the Problem background. This pretty much discusses why that information that you presented in the previous slide is important. So why is the background on the virus information important? The virus is what caused the pandemic. It's caused us to go into quarantine. It's caused a shortage of supplies. And you guys could see that connection. And from our discussion, you guys should be able to gather some information, our classroom discussion, that is. And then we have our why are masks important? Once again, that'll come around in our discussion. And hopefully, you guys will have gathered notes as to why the masks are important. One more thing I would like to mention is that sometimes when you click on some of the links, like this one, you'll come upon a page that looks like this. All you have to do is click on this little square up in the upper right hand corner, and it will take you directly to the page in another tab. The last thing you will do is you're going to share a link of your project of what you've done so far. So once you've finished these 5 slides, all the way up until identify the problem background and you answer these questions, you're going to share your project, what you've completed. You're going to click on share. You're going to click on this little drop down menu. You're going to click on more. And you're going to click on this link right here where it says anyone with the link can view, and make sure that it says can view only. Then you're going to click save. You're going to click on copy link. The link has already been copied. And then you're going to go back to Schoology. Make sure that you click on the folder online work for home study as of March 2020. You click on the discussions folder. And then you go down to the getting started on the project, identify the problem, discussion. Once you get to this point, what you're going to do is you're going to go to write a comment, and you're going to say, hello everyone. Here is what I have completed this far. I have attached the link below. And you're going to click on this little box. You're going to click on link. And then you're going to click on paste. And let's write Mr. Z's project. Of course, and if it was your project, just make sure you put your name, Jim's project, Jesse's project, and then click insert. And just like that, you can see I have my hyperlink right there. Click post, and don't forget to reply to your classmates. Remember to please be responsible when you're replying, always positive remarks. Thank you, and have a good day.